You idiot. Huh? Oh, ever heard of Gears of War? Of course you have. The best shoulder dislocation simulator in human history.
Is that right?
Because you, like the incredibly smart individual you are, take cover so you can breathe through your nose and not your forehead. All while battling oversized and confusingly buff subterranean bugmen. It's one of the most recognizable third-person shooters on the market. So imagine my surprise when browsing the Steam store, I stumble upon this.
Okay, cupcakes, listen up. Forgive us. This is the only way.
A new Gears of War? Hell yeah, where's my credit card? And imagine my even greater surprise when I discover my third nut is getting larger by the day. Also, this game is actually pretty decent. It's absolutely nothing like the other games, but who cares? The doctor says it's cancer, but I'm on to him. This is Gears Tactics, a turn-based spin-off similar to XCOM. And personally, I think it's pretty fitting, considering we've already spent 20 years slamming our bodies into hard objects to prevent our shit getting rocked.
Well,
Maybe I'm the problem, but I can't be the only one that didn't know there was another Gears of War game, period, after Gears 5. I thought Gears of War has been dead in the water since 2019. But no, this came out in 2020, and I didn't hear nothing about it. Gears 5 and Gears 4, I remember them making a big stink when they came out, but not this game. If I didn't stumble upon this on accident looking for other turn-based games, I would have never even known it existed. And since E-Day is about to come out, why not look back a little bit?
well, if you insist.
Anyone who's played XCOM will feel right at home with this game, just without the difficulty, persistent war effort, weapon selection, research, any meaningful side content, or sense of anything being at stake if you lose. Let's get it out of the way. This is a turn-based game for little babies, and I'm not sorry. If you've beaten any XCOM game, you'll piss your way through this begging to get spanked like the little bad boy you are. I am not exaggerating when I say I went through this entire game and didn't lose a single gear. That is not how these hardcore strategy games are supposed to work. I want to fight like my life depends on it, and failing means all three of my nuts are exposed to the world, and the enemies are all professional ball stompers. Instead, your little four-man squad will slaughter those big, beautiful bugs by the thousands. There's an achievement for killing 1,000 locusts, and I blew all of those guys before I even beat the game. Wait a minute, pause! Also, this game isn't the slow, methodical tactics you might expect from games like this. The tactics of this game can be reduced down to go fucking go! Every class in this game, with the exception of support, is about finding the enemy and destroying their entire fucking bloodline. And since you have to get fairly close to have a good chance of hitting on anyone but snipers, this translates to you rushing the enemy faster than a fat chick rushes a buffet. Side note, the skill trees, pretty good. They make a big difference. Even the sniper has a ton of abilities that let them take an insane amount of shots, if you stack right. But that's what makes this game interesting. For turn-based tactics, this game moves at breakneck speed. Even Overwatch does away with the usual slow time to shoot. The game will just keep playing and your gears will put enough shots down range to take down Ethiopia. So if nothing else, at least it's different. The story is a prequel to the previous games. The game takes place 1 year after E-Day. We follow Gabe Diaz and a group of fellow bug haters tasked with killing Ukon, a locust cultist and scientist. We recruit our fellow surface dwellers along the way and spend the next 20 hours gathering supplies and trying to track the asshole down. This story isn't going to have you at the edge of your seat till the final cutscene plays, but I'll admit, it had some twists and turns that I didn't expect. So all in all, I consider it good. Take that as you will.
I just wanted payback. For all the shit the cogs made me do. I put you all in danger. I'm just trying to make them.
But I'm sick of praise. Enough of that Care Bear shit. It's time to talk shit. No multiplayer. And this game has more filler than the Kardashians. You know how most strategy games have side missions where you can go off and get extra resources, XP, or just hinder your enemy's progress? Fuck all that noise. Let's make it so you can't play the next story mission until you beat 3 side missions in a row. And what do you get for your trouble? Mods. What's that? You're sick of playing the same side mission over and over? Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. Give the enemies plus 200% accuracy. Also, only let the player bring 2 guys. That'll show them, little bitch. Also, there's no persistent war or endeavor you're fighting in. This is a totally linear strategy game, which is fine, but if you're gonna do that, don't force us to play side missions just to get to the next story mission. They ain't really side missions if you have to play them, now are they? Also, the gear progression of this game is exclusively mods, or armor pieces that work exactly the same as mods, which is about as exciting as taxes. I'm not here to play dress up with a 6-foot man built like a brick wall. You can't even swap weapons, they're locked. So your gears will finish the game with the same weapon they started out with other than 3 mods that give you small stat boosts. Maybe it's just me, but the satisfaction of going from punching holes in things to frying them with the harnessed power of the fucking sun is a big selling point of progression in these kinds of games. But maybe I'm the crazy one. That's what the doctor said when I told him not to touch my balls. Also, this game is not hardcore. Strategy games like XCOM will punish you if you mess up, with dead soldiers, failed missions, lost resources, the whole 9 yards. In this game, your gears will take entire clips of bug bullets and go down like they stubbed their toe 3 times before they die. Your hero characters are immortal too. If any of your named characters die on a mission, there's no punishment, no long-term narrative consequence. You just start over from the last checkpoint. Speaking of heroes, thanks to Raid Shadow Legend. Just kidding. The stakes are so low, I'm done talking about them. In fact, I'm gonna cut myself off mid-set. This game is too long.
Ooh.
That's fucking huge. Hell yeah, brothers, give me some. You might be scratching your head now saying, how the hell can a game be too long? It's the side missions. Haven't you been listening? These side missions play the same every time with the same objectives on slightly different maps, and they make up probably 50 to 60% of the game. And this game is over 20 hours long. If they wanted to make this game linear, commit to the bit and get rid of the side missions. A 12-hour campaign with just the story missions would have been fine. Save the repetitive shit for the endless mode after you kill Ukon. Sorry, spoilers. So what's the takeaway from this video? Don't trust doctors. Secondly, Gears Tactics is a solid turn-based tactics game. It sets itself apart in many ways, but also drops the ball in a few areas too. But I think its strengths outnumber its faults. If you feel the turn-based tingle on your twig and berries, this game is going to scratch it for you. Till E-Day launches, and then your third nut will come in from the surge of testosterone we all hope it's going to be. So get out there, kill some grubs, and be somebody. Later, gamers.